You just left a backyard barbecue, 2 beers over 4 hours. You are stone cold sober, and you know it. You climb into your brand new truck, push the start button, and nothing happens. A small camera above the steering column blinks at you. A message lights up the dash. Impairment detected. Operation limited. You are not drunk. You are not even buzzed. But your $70,000 truck has decided you are not allowed to drive home, and there is no button on earth that will override it. This is not a scene from some dystopian movie. This is the literal goal of a federal law already sitting on the books, and the deadline is closing in. Today we are pulling apart Section 24220. The kill switch mandate that Washington buried inside a 2,700-page infrastructure bill. And then I am going to name the trucks that can never be locked out, no matter what rule they pass. Here is what almost nobody told you. In November 2021, Congress passed the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Buried deep inside it was Section 24220. Titled Advanced Impaired Driving Technology. In plain English, it orders the federal government to require that every new passenger vehicle be built with technology that can, and I am quoting the law itself here, prevent or limit motor vehicle operation if it decides the driver is impaired. Read that again. Not a breathalyzer you blow into before the engine starts. The law specifically calls for passive systems, technology that watches you, reads you, and judges you without you lifting a finger. Your truck stops being a tool. It becomes the cop, the judge, and the ignition lock all at once. So what does passive monitoring actually mean in the real world? It means a camera mounted inside the cab, pointed at your face, tracking your eyes, your pupils, the way your head tilts and drifts. It means sensors reading your steering inputs and software grading how clean you hold a lane. Some of the research programs go further into touch sensors built into the start button that read blood alcohol straight through the skin of your finger, and breath sensors that sample the air in the cabin. If the system decides you are impaired, drowsy, distracted, or just having an off day, it can warn you, slow you down, or refuse to let the truck move at all. And before anybody calls this paranoid fantasy, understand that this hardware is already sitting in driveways across America. GM's Super Cruise and Ford's Blue Cruise have used driver-facing cameras for years. The eye is already in the cab. The eye is already watching. Section 24220 simply turns watching into control. Now here is where the timeline gets interesting, and I am going to give it to you straight, because you deserve the real picture and not a panic attack. The law gave the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration until November 2024 to finalize the rule. That deadline came, and it went. The agency missed it. As of 2026, there is still no final standard on the books. NHTSA is officially stuck analyzing comments, and one of the biggest reasons is that no existing system is accurate enough to do the job without falsely flagging sober drivers by the millions. Think about that math for 1 second. Even a system that is right 99.9% of the time still locks out one driver in 1,000 who did nothing wrong. Run that across a whole country every single day, and you are stranding stone sober people in parking lots by the tens of thousands. The enforcement target the agency is still working toward is no later than September 2027. So is the sky falling tomorrow morning? No. And I will never lie to you to win a click. The rule is stalled. The technology does not work well enough yet. There is even a live effort in Congress to repeal the whole provision before it ever takes hold. That is the honest half of this story, and you will not hear it from the channels that only want you scared. But here is the half that should keep you thinking. The legal architecture is already built. The mandate is already written into federal law. The cameras are already installed in the trucks rolling off the assembly line this year. Every single piece is in place except one signature on one final rule. When the hardware is already watching you, and the statute already says the vehicle must be able to stop you, the distance between your truck reporting on you and your truck overruling you is exactly one software update wide. They do not need to come to your house. They do not need to pass a new law. They need to flip a setting on a system you already paid for. And that brings us to the only question that actually matters in all of this. If a machine can look you in the eye, decide you are unfit, and refuse to carry you home, do you own that machine? Or does that machine own you? A truck that can tell you no is not your truck. It is a chaperone with a payment book. You signed the loan. You carry the insurance. You change the oil in your own driveway. And yet the final word on whether you are allowed to move belongs to a sensor in the headliner and a server you will never lay eyes on. That is not ownership. That is supervised release with a monthly bill attached. Which is exactly why a very specific kind of truck is quietly becoming the most valuable thing a man can park in his barn. Not the newest one. The dumbest one. A truck built before a camera ever pointed at a driver. A truck with a mechanical ignition, a real steel key you turn with your hand, and an engine that fires on nothing but compression, air, and fuel, never on permission. Picture an old body style Ford or a square body Chevy with a carburetor on top. Picture a mid-90s Dodge with the 12-valve Cummins, the diesel that runs on a single electrical wire and can be started with a bootlace if it has to be. Picture a carbureted Toyota pickup that has never heard the word sensor in its life. Not one of these trucks has an eye to watch you. Not one of them carries a module that can lock you out. There is no camera to blink, no warning to flash, no distant server deciding your night is over. You turn the key, and it goes. Every time, in every weather, drunk law or no drunk law. That mechanical simplicity used to get called primitive and outdated. By 2027, it is going to get called something else entirely. Freedom. So I want to hear from you, because your answer is the whole point of this channel. Would you trust your own truck to decide whether you are fit to drive yourself home? And what is the oldest, simplest, most stubbornly analog truck sitting in your driveway right now? The one no camera will ever watch and no rule will ever lock. Drop it in the comments below, because the list we build together is the map the next owner is going to use to stay free. If you refuse to hand your keys over to a camera and a server, hit that subscribe button and join the resistance. Keep the old iron running. Keep turning your own wrenches. And we will see you in the next one.